This chimney flue makes no sense at all and is barely holding up. Before I can live up here, in the middle of the mountains, in a nearly inaccessible hamlet, I have no choice but to take it down, hoping it doesn't collapse on me or damage anything else. And on top of that, what I am going to do with these attic rafters literally floating in thin air. First, the day started with a typical traffic jam for this country. I ran into the owner, and we talked about the work at Casa Bunetat and Caso de Captetos.
Tu là-bas ou qué?
J'arrive là. E come te recolo? E la casa
À Bunetat.
questa mai sì. Perché cavita la chimney toi.
E che l'avevo tirata, che avevo tutto tirato.
Ah ouais. O chi passa che già ti dico che avevo ieri. Chi passa che non vedi. Quando che tu lì. E vi che era la clau, se quando vuole entrare io volevo poter entrare. Antosto invece una stretterà io cammino. Si va a ploie per il momento.
You know what? I had a change of plans. At first, I wanted to set up and live in the ground floor room, but now I see that the one on the first floor is much more comfortable. It's drier, and it gets way more light thanks to the two windows and the small balcony. This is my priority now. Reinforce it, clear it out, clean it up, and live in it before winter comes.
Ok, vamos a limpiar un poco.
But look at the state it's in. It's complete mess. And the chimney flue isn't holding together. It's barely standing. I have to tear it down. I'll probably replace it later with a wood stove.
Bonito, ¿no? Parece más ligero, ¿no? Sí que parece más ligero, pero sucio.
Now there's an even bigger hole in the floor. It's pretty daunting. And right now, I don't know if my plan to cover it up is going to work out. In fact, it won't work, but at this exact moment, I don't know that yet. I'm going to carry on with the chimney flue. It's a double flue. The bricks on the second one don't look very sturdy either. I'm not keeping them, even if they're holding up a bit better than the first ones. First, I need to clear out the rooted section, and then figure out a way to join the new piece with the old one. Alright, now comes the trick part, making sure the rafters aren't left floating in midair. The plan is to fit new sections of rafters into the recesses in the wall, and join the new piece to the old rafter using a metal plate. I'm going to try extending the rafters all the way to the wall. At first, I thought about running posts from the floor to the rafters, but I don't really like the idea of having posts right in the middle of the room. So I changed my approach. I'm going to try something a bit more complex, but I think it will turn out better and look more professional. Look at the tip of the rafter. I have to cut out the rotten part. I'm going to try something here.
look what I did. I had a problem with my battery, so I didn't record what I did. So I think the result is not that bad. I will do the same here. And then I don't know, I'm going to find a solution for this one. Well, I have to try something.
Well, one of the grapevines died. The man who lives here went through with the brush cutter and ripped it out. What a shame. Later, he told me it was already dead before he ran the brush cutter over it. I put up a guard against the brush cutter, and I'm hoping for a miracle next year. I'm really attached to this vine. It already survived thaw conditions on another plot of land, and it didn't die back then. I hope the same thing happens here. Last time I put the paint in the windows. It was an important step, but like I told you, I was missing some glacier points, so they weren't fully secured. I've bought them now, so they are properly fixed in place. I can face the coming winter with a bit more peace of mind, even though I know I'll have to swap them for real glass one day, because the polycarbonate will eventually turn yellow in the sun. Thanks for sticking with me through this process. See you in the next video.